So this is SMP. Next one, SIM. So we have multiple tools related to SIM. Splunk ArcSight McAfee logarithm. So this is also a simple configuration. So this is related to forwarding our logs to some security tools, Splunk or ArcSight. So if you want to do this integration, we have access files. So, in case this, access files will be available in the server's log folder. But we need to reach out to that particular team. So in case in your organization if you are using Splunk, then we need to reach out to Splunk team for getting this access file. Or we can download this access file from Marketplace also. So by default these are available in the Syslog folder. And in dbpalminfo we need to add the Syslog section. So Syslog translator file that part, and Syslog port 514, and Syslog server IP again, this Syslog server IP. We need to take it from that respective team. Protocol, UDP and Syslog message port filter. 0 to 399 means all information will send to that Syslog server. Or if you want to configure any specific codes, then we need to put that specific code numbers. So these codes will be available in the activity report. So by generating activity report, you can see multiple checkboxes we need to select. So by default means on that day we have selected all. But if you want to retrieve the logs for only specific activities, then we need to select the specific codes. So these codes are related to that. And use Syslog legacy format. You can put this, that's it, and save the dbpalminfo. And if you make any changes to the dbpalminfo, you need to restart the private server service. Then only those changes will reflect. Also, after restarting the service, we need to reach to that respective team and ask whether they are getting the Syslog information from Vault or not. So they will check and they will confirm. So in case, if they are not receiving the logs, then again we need to open that trace D0 log from the Vault. And we need to check the information why it is not sending. And if required, we need to enable the debug level also. So if you want to enable debug levels, we can enable from private server administration console. There you can see in the administration you have a debug. So there you need to put syslog sum 10, 11 or 11. I don't remember the code exactly, so we need to put that debug level information. Then we can restart private server service. And we need to check why it is not sending. So last protocol is SNTP network time protocol. So this is for a time synchronization of the vaults. So, for example, your production vault is in Singapore and your DR vault is in some UK. And your architecture is across the globe, then some components have installed in some other regions. So to synchronize all the vault servers time zone to company time zone, then we need to integrate this SNTP protocol. So network time protocol. So for doing this SNTP protocol, we need to run a few commands and we need to start the service. And we need to allow the firewall rule to the SNTP server. So this is the SNTP server IP. and port is 123. We need to add this firewall rule in the dbpump info. Then port 123 is allowed from the vault server. And we need to edit some registry parameters. And we need to run this command. That's it. So, after doing all these things, you need to restart the vault server. Then your time will be synchronized to your NTP server. So this is all about integrations. So in case, if your lab is ready, I will show you where that template files are. Okay. It might take some time. Meanwhile, you can log into a private app client. I will show you one more thing related to this email notification. So on the client also, we can configure email notifications. On the client side, we can configure for Vault, internal users, BBW app users, BSM app users, gateway users. For those in case. If those are inactive, then we will get it, or maybe get disabled and things like that. Yeah. Go to Tools. Administer to Tools, Users and Groups. Administer to Tools then. Users and Groups. Users and Groups, OK. I'll select BW Gateway User. Yeah, update. So here you can see at the end, send email notification if a component is not connected. So if you check this box and if you integrate that SMTP whenever this user is not able to reach the vault, in case if this user is disabled or inactive, then maybe password is expired. Yeah, then we will get an email notification stating that BW Gateway user is not running from so and so time. Or not running from so and so hours. OK, for each user independently. We can configure that. Yeah. OK, maybe if we could just do it for app users. That also should work, right? OK, this is where you are saying we could do it for the DR user also if the user account is active, inactive and things like that. Yeah. OK. But here we don't see a DR user, right? Expand it. It should be in system. OK, sorry. You can log off from administrator. OK. So only pending topics are like integration. So just now I have covered, and the PSM, and both are part only. PSMP, then HTML gateway. HTML gateway. I need to check once.